Today we're going to discover the only real Spartan training that works after 50, and they're not the typical Hollywood BS that we see. Most fitness programs give you perfect conditions, controlled weights, climate-controlled gyms, predictable routines designed for comfort. But here's what's fascinating. Spartans did the exact opposite. They trained barefoot in snow, used unpredictable loads, and deliberately sought chaos over comfort. I call this chaos training, and it built warriors who stayed functionally strong for 40-plus years. A Spartan's training system, the Agoge, started at age 7 and focused on survival, endurance, and mental toughness over pure muscle size. These warriors could march for days carrying heavy loads, fight in extreme weather, and maintain their edge under conditions that would break most people. Today, I'm going to show you 5 exercises inspired by Spartan methods that can enhance your endurance, strength, agility, and mindset. These movements are particularly valuable if you're over 50 because they address the real-world strength and resilience you need for daily life. The Agoge was a complete lifestyle system. Spartan boys trained barefoot, which we now know improves proprioception and helps you anchor yourself to the ground. They wore minimal clothing in all weather, building psychological toughness and temperature adaptation. Their diet was deliberately sparse. They stayed lean and hungry. If they wanted more food, they had to steal it. The punishment wasn't for stealing, but for getting caught. This taught cunning and resourcefulness. For ancient Greeks, there was a sharp distinction between athlete training and warrior training. Athletes needed consistent routines, plenty of food, and regular rest. But warriors needed to function with little food, sleep deprivation, and constant irregularity. This is what I call chaos training. Deliberately unpredictable methods that prepare your body for real-world demands instead of gym perfection. Now that we understand the mindset and the rigorous lifestyle that shaped the Spartan warrior, emphasizing resilience, endurance, and practical strength, it's time to bring these ancient principles into your own training. Let's begin with an exercise that builds the endurance and mental toughness to carry you through any challenge. The first exercise is weighted carries. Spartans regularly marched long distances carrying their bronze armor, about 15 to 20 kilograms of gear. This built both physical endurance and mental resilience that served them in extended battles. For those over 50, this exercise builds the kind of strength that actually transfers to daily life. Start with 10 to 15 kilograms if you're new to this, working up to 20 to 30 kilograms as you build strength. Load a backpack or use a weighted vest. The vest distributes weight more evenly if you have back concerns. Keep your shoulders, back, and core engaged. Don't forget to maintain an upright posture throughout. Walk or light jog for 400 to 800 meters, keeping the weight close to your body to avoid being pulled backward. Don't lean forward excessively and put unnecessary stress on your lower back. If you have knee issues, stick to walking rather than jogging. Rest 2 to 3 minutes between sets and complete 3 to 5 sets total, but start with just 2 to 3 sets in your first few sessions. This exercise strengthens your posterior chain, the muscles along your back that fight the forward head posture many of us develop from desk work. It also improves bone density through weight-bearing activity and builds the cardiovascular endurance you need for activities like hiking or playing with grandchildren. Carrying weight builds endurance, but watch what happens when we add speed to chaos. This next method terrified enemy armies. To complement weighted carries, we'll add explosive hill sprints, short bursts of intense effort that sharpen your speed and awaken your fast-twitch muscle fibers. Spartans sprinted between cover, charging enemy lines or escaping ambushes. They weren't running marathons, they were training for high-stakes moments that required everything they had. For mature adults, this translates to having the power to react quickly when you need it. Catching yourself from a fall, sprinting to catch a bus, or having the explosive strength to get up from the ground easily. Find a hill with about a 6 to 8% grade, or set a treadmill to that incline. If you have joint concerns, try this on a stationary bike or in a pool instead. The key is the intensity pattern, not the specific movement. Start with a 5 to 10 minute warm-up of walking and dynamic movements. Sprint at about 85 to 90% effort for 15 to 20 seconds. Hard enough that you're breathing heavily, but not so hard you lose form. Don't go all out on your first sprint. Many people start too fast and can't maintain quality through all sets. Build intensity over the first 2 to 3 rounds. Walk back down slowly, taking 60 to 90 seconds to recover fully before the next sprint. Start with just 4 to 6 sprints and build up to 8 to 10 over several weeks. Don't skip the warm-up. This is crucial for injury prevention at our age. Also, resist the urge to do these every day. 2 to 3 times per week maximum allows for proper recovery. Sprint training is one of the most effective ways to maintain fast-twitch muscle fibers, which we naturally lose as we age. This explains why Spartans could march for days while athletes needed rest. Research shows this type of training improves mitochondrial function, essentially the power plants of your cells, which directly impacts your energy levels throughout the day. It also strengthens your heart more efficiently than steady-state cardio. Speed is crucial, but without raw strength to back it up, you're missing the most important piece. After igniting your power with hill sprints, it's time to develop raw, practical strength. The Sandbag round-to-shoulder exercise challenges your stability and core control by forcing you to manage unpredictable, shifting resistance, just like the chaos Spartans faced on the battlefield. Here's how committed they were to this principle. Plutarch, a Greek philosopher, tells of a Spartan boy who stole a fox, hid it under his cloak, and when questioned by instructors, let the animal claw him internally rather than admit being caught. That's chaos training, functioning when everything fights against you. This exercise is incredibly valuable for anyone over 50 because it trains your body to handle unpredictable loads like lifting a heavy bag of mulch, helping someone up from the ground, or moving furniture. Start with a 15 to 20 pound sandbag or heavy bag if you're new to this movement. Even this lighter weight can be challenging when the load shifts. Work up to 20 to 40 pounds as you build strength and confidence. You can even use a heavy bag of dog food to start. Don't try to muscle the bag up with your arms instead of using your powerful leg and hip muscles. Keep the bag close to your body throughout the movement. Many people rush through the lowering portion, but controlling the descent gives you the full benefit of the exercise. Stand with feet shoulder width apart, toes slightly turned out. Squat down, keeping your chest up and back straight. Don't round your back, as this is the fastest way to injury. Grip the bag with both hands, engage your core, and drive through your legs to lift it to one shoulder. The bag should rest on your shoulder, not hang from your arms. If you have shoulder issues, lift the bag only to chest height instead. Lower it back to the ground with control, don't slam it down, then lift to the other shoulder. Complete 3 to 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps each side, focusing on perfect form over heavy weight. This exercise is fantastic for improving your functional strength and coordination. A study in the Journal of Orthopedic Research shows that unstable loads like sandbags significantly increase activation of deep stabilizing muscles, especially the core and glutes, compared to fixed weights. This effect is particularly notable during exercises that demand stability and control to manage the shifting load, engaging both prime movers and smaller fixator and neutralizer muscle groups, such as shoulder stabilizers. This translates to better balance, reduced fall risk, and improved ability to handle unexpected physical demands. This builds power, but power without mobility is limited. Here's where Spartans got creative. Strength alone isn't enough. Mobility and control in multiple directions are essential for survival. That's where Cossack squats come in, training your hips, knees, and ankles to move smoothly through different planes, building the joint integrity and flexibility that kept Spartans agile. Spartans didn't fight in straight lines. They ducked, pivoted, and lunged in all directions. Their training developed power in every plane of movement, not just forward and back. For those of us over 50, this multiplanar strength is crucial for maintaining independence. It's the difference between confidently navigating uneven terrain and feeling unstable on anything but flat ground. Stand with feet wider than shoulder width. Shift your weight to your right leg and sit back into a deep squat on that side, keeping your left leg straight with your heel down and toes pointing up. Your right knee should track over your toes. Don't let it cave inward, as this puts dangerous stress on the joint. Keep your chest upright and avoid leaning too far forward, which reduces effectiveness and can strain your lower back. If you can't get into a deep squat initially, hold onto a door frame or use a chair for support. Flexibility will improve with practice. You can also place a small pillow or yoga block under your hip to reduce the range of motion. Push through your right heel to return to center, then repeat on the left side. Start with 2 to 3 sets of 5 to 8 reps per side. This exercise is like a mobility session and strength workout combined. It improves hip, knee, and ankle flexibility while building strength through a full range of motion. Research confirms that multiplanar training reduces injury risk and improves functional movement patterns. For daily life, this means better ability to reach for things at different angles, improved balance on uneven surfaces, and reduced stiffness in your hips and legs. Ground-based power is essential, but you also need pulling strength to complete the chaos training system. Finally, no Spartan warrior could afford to have a weak grip or upper body. The inverted row and pull-ups focus on grip endurance and upper body strength, ensuring you stay strong and unyielding, even under pressure. Spartans climbed ropes, scaled walls, and hauled gear while wearing heavy armor. If your grip failed, you didn't just lose the exercise, you could lose your life. For modern life, pulling strength is often the most neglected aspect of fitness, yet it's crucial for maintaining good posture and functional upper body strength as we age. If you can do pull-ups, hang from a bar with hands slightly wider than shoulder width, pull your chest toward the bar, then lower with control through the full range of motion. If pull-ups are too challenging, set up inverted rows using a sturdy table. Lie underneath, grab the edge, and pull your chest up to the table, while keeping your body straight from head to heels. Don't let your hips sag during rows. You can also use resistance bands for assistance or start inverted rows at a higher angle to reduce difficulty. You can also do negative pull-ups, jump or step up to the top position, then lower yourself slowly over 3 to 5 seconds. Start with 3 sets of as many quality reps as you can manage, focusing on building strength gradually rather than forcing movements you're not ready for. Don't use momentum or swing your body. This reduces the effectiveness and can strain your shoulders. Many people also don't go through the full range of motion, cutting the movement short at both the top and bottom. Pulling exercises are essential for counteracting the forward head posture and rounded shoulders that develop from years of desk work and daily activities. They strengthen your posterior deltoids, rhomboids, and middle traps, muscles that are crucial for good posture. Research shows rope climbing and similar pulling movements improve grip strength, which is a strong predictor of overall health and longevity. Here's what most people miss about Spartan training. It wasn't just physical. After intense sessions, Spartans spent time in nature, reflecting and mentally preparing. They understood that true strength comes from forging an unbreakable mindset. Your recovery should include breathing exercises, meditation, or simple reflection. Train outdoors when possible. Go barefoot where it's safe. Embrace discomfort as a teacher, not an enemy. Remember, the Spartans' effectiveness came from their holistic approach. Physical conditioning, mental toughness, and systematic preparation all working together. You now have something most people will never discover. 5 chaos training methods that built history's strongest warriors. Methods that work because they mirror real life instead of avoiding it. But here's what I'm curious about. Which of these scares you most? The unstable loads, the hill sprints, the deep squats? Because that fear is your body telling you exactly what it needs to grow stronger. Let me know in the comments and subscribe for more ancient training secrets.